Yeah, I have one comment. We're going to have a trivia question. I want you to... Marguerite went to college and graduated with a degree in what? And Bible went to college and graduated in a degree in what?
Well, I know the answer.
Raise your hand if you know the answer.
We only want to know the people that know the answer.
And we'll let the rest of them
All right, y'all.
Yes.
I think I know for one, but I don't know everything.
Who's the youngest one that knows?
I know one.
Lord.
Stacy.
She only knows one. You're supposed to know both.
I think I know.
Yeah, where's Del? She ought to know.
Where's
She
Del?
doesn't know either.
What is it? Which one do you know?
Maybe between you and Stacy. Can we make guesses?
Pardon?
Can we make guesses?
Sure.
Could he have been engineering?
No? You said no?
No?
No engineering?
A certain type of engineering?
They don't even know that.
One of them was a type of
It was engineering. Wasn't it?
It was a type of
Iowa.
Father was a civil engineer.
Right.
Surveyor.
All right. Marguerite did physical education as her degree, right?
That's right.
Good, Michael. Physical education.
I actually have books at the house of Bible's class notes in ag, though. I don't have any in well, no, I have one in engineering, but I have one, another one in ag.
Well, he was in the Timber.
In 1914, I believe, 13 or 14 are these class notes. So.
Wow, and what college did they go to?
Well, Texas A&M he graduated from,
Baba.
and 4 of his siblings did.
Yeah, and then it was Kid Key, right, from Mother Reed?
Mother Reed went to Kid Key,
And
which
where's
was a 2 years college.
And where is Kid Key?
In Alabama.
In Alabama. Did it turn into
Yes.
You sure? Where is
Well,
it?
where was it?
Alabama? I thought it turned out to be SMU or something.
Sherman College.
Sherman,
You're right.
Texas.
You're right.
It ended up being Austin College.
No.
It was the predecessor of Austin College.
That's right. I knew it was the predecessor.
It was the predecessor of Austin College, I believe.
See, Bucky went to Austin College, so he would know.
I'm pretty sure Kid Key was the predecessor of Austin College.
And just another thing I would like to add to all that about the house that maybe not everybody knows is that my mother's father's family, the Thomason side, built the house. Go ahead, Mama. In 1856.
We think we found other stuff. We're not sure what date.
Okay, but around about 1856. And then it's called the Eastham Thomason home. And Mother Rite, who we all know, but some don't, was an Eastham. And she received the house. No, I'm going to get it wrong. You tell it, Mama.
Well, I think just skip to the...
Yeah, I think the present day.
Yeah.
There is
a Texas historical marker on the house. And that used to be hard to get. I don't know whether it is now.
All right, Del has something to say.
Yes, Del.
This is totally unrelated.
Oh. Well, I wanted to finish the house story.
She has her hand up
For
first.
those of you who are from out of state, if you get the History Channel, you know us from Texas boast all the time that there's no better place. There is a story coming on this weekend. It will be on for the next several days, past this weekend and the next couple of weeks. It's called Rising Texas.
Texas Rising.
Oh.
Texas Rising.
Texas gets up.
Whatever it is. It's all about the history of Texas and the founding families. And while we're not specifically mentioned, we are a founding family. And we are still very proud of that. And what's fun is, we just had a conversation of who came the farthest to this community.
Or who did?
So, Lynchburg
Well, you talking about today or?
No, okay, she's from Italy.
Yeah.
I get it. And he's from Ukraine. So I don't know who's farther, that way.
He was born in Belgium.
Okay. But for today, this weekend, Lynchburg, who's further than Lynchburg? Because she thinks Richmond is further.
Florida. Florida.
Florida probably would be. You think?
I don't think so.
We're 2.5 hour flight. That was a long time.
New York, it would still. Anybody else from that one?
But can I go back to that story now, Del? Okay. The story goes that the Thomason family built the house, and it came back down the line through the Eastham family, and by the time Baba and Mother Rite got married, it was their home, and that was an Eastham and Thomason family joining together. So it's just amazing that the Thomasons built it, the Easthams got it, and then it became a Thomason and Eastham home by virtue of their marriage, because of their marriage. Right. I just think that's so unique, and not everybody would know that here.
But
I did. I lived there.
You did. You did.
Mary, I want to tell you that house on M Street is older than 50 years.
150.
Oh, no, on M Street.
That wasn't rebuilt.
802 is much older than, it was built in the 50s, in 56.
Remember the barns
That's more
burned.
than, and I will tell you that Baba lost his thumb behind that house with a horse on
Backside about.
But behind the house, I was there. I was too. And,
Wow.
And the horse was tied to the clothesline where Mother hung her clothes, and the horse had tangled his front foot in the rope, and when he went to get it, then the horse backed up and pulled his thumb off.
And from then on, he rubbed that thumb, and he sat and had a Scotch whiskey and rubbed his thumb.
Every day on the porch of the
That's
big
right.
house.
That's
Go
right.
ahead, Clay.
Mother Eve wouldn't let him have but 2 drinks. That's the truth.
I believe it.
And
Dad tried to keep
Edward
you
would
to
sit
2,
there and rub his thumb, his numb.
Yeah, but Dad tried to keep you to 2, but it didn't work.
Well, that's a little above what you should have said.
All right.
I'm going to tell one more story.
One
All
more
right, Mary's
story.
going to tell one.
One more story.
My sister was in the upstairs bedroom when my grandmother died, Mabel Scott Eastham. And she said she saw the angel come in and get Mama and carry her away. And she wouldn't tell anybody about it for years because she was scared they would think she was crazy. But she finally told her daughters, and she told me.
She told me when I was 17.
When you were 17.
And we loved our grandmother. There was a lot of love in the family. And I was reading the will of Delha Eastham, and she said that she wanted her children to love one another and to get along, and that was her wish. And she sent all her love to them. And I should have brought it's about 3 lines, and it's a lovely sentiment. So I hope all of this family will continue that love.
Mary, did you know about Mabel visiting my mother after she was in hospital? She came when they were living in the house on 10th Street. Mother came home from the grocery store one day, and Mabel was sitting in the rocking chair where she'd always sat when she visited her over there. This was after Mabel was gone, and said she'd come back to see Mary Mabel get married. And that was right after that you and Jake announced you were getting married. And the next time she saw her, you were pregnant.
Wow.
My mother told us that story for years. I thought you heard it. Did you know about that, Isabel?
We've had so many interesting stories tonight. I mean, I could flood you. I could flood you with I had an interesting life. I lived there.
Yes.
Came home from my wedding, a bride, and I lived in one room, and Mother Rite was across the hall.
Wow.
And oh gosh, and Braxton, Nancy, and a baby were here. We shared a bathroom. I was an only child. I went downstairs and there were 7 people for supper. All I ever had for supper was a pear. When I get down there, they had 7 people for supper. Mother Rite could she could tell me without saying anything. She said, "You handle it." I didn't know from anything. She had a maid that knew everything, though. It was a wonderful experience.
Okay, for the
Well, there we go.
kids, the rest of you can join in. The little kids, we have cobbler, and then the big kids can have some after the little kids. We have no bluebell because bluebell isn't.
That's crushing, right? I hate going to the grocery store now. You see, it's like a big yawning gap there where there should be deliciousness.
Deliciousness, that's right. Well, thank you, Bucky and Sydney. Again, this has been awesome. And let's do it again next year.